So me worry about what me got him. So making me think about him this one where he me cut him with your leg, yeah. Me no think happy because me worry about this one because me lose everything. So me not doing anything.
Living with a disability in the Solomon Islands is tough. It's one of the poorest nations in the Pacific, and there's virtually no government support. This is Bethesda, the only adult training facility for disabilities in the Solomon Islands. It's going to be my home for the next week. I'm here with Australian NGO Sport Matters, which aims to open the eyes of people with disabilities using sport to promote inclusion and a new belief in themselves. To be honest, there's a personal reason why I'm here too.
The trip here to the Solomon Islands is, I guess, the last step for me in deciding, what direction I really want to take my life.
Since breaking my neck 20 years ago, I've dedicated myself to playing sport. But now that I'm a motivational speaker and done some training as a life coach, this is an opportunity to really put into practice what I've learned.
Okay, good. Okay.
David Seeley has been invited to join the one-week training program with Sport Matters. He lost both of his legs through type 2 diabetes 6 years ago. I'm told that he hardly leaves his house. Hey, is this David?
Yep.
Hey, buddy. I'm Curtis.
Good to see you.
You know Francis?
Yeah, Francis, yeah.
Benjamin?
Benjamin.
Hey, man. How are you?
Good.
I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you used to be a boxer? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you represented Solomon Islands?
Yeah.
I do boxing in Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for training.
All right.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah. Come on in.
Okay.
Okay? This
All
is
right.
me and you for the next 3 days.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
And so, are you working?
From now, not working.
Not working?
Yeah, not working.
Okay. So how do you live? How do you get money?
Just my wife.
Your wife
Yeah,
works?
she works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something we can change.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
To independence myself,
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, let's get our heads together. Let's come up with something for you to do.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
deal?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good stuff.
Thanks. Yeah.
Sport Matters has already run development workshops in South Africa and across the Pacific, where there's a similar lack of knowledge about disability. There's a huge need to change lives and attitudes here in the Solomon Islands too.
So I'm Jackie. I'm here from Sport Matters. Everybody is going to finish this training as a coach. Okay? Everybody. I really believe that everyone should have equal opportunity to participate in sport, but it's not just the act of participating and having a chance to be the best.
Henry?
I think that within sport there are so many opportunities to learn life skills. It's so powerful, it's culturally accepted, and it's low cost compared to a whole lot of other interventions.
Representatives from local NGOs are here to learn how to lead their own sports programs after we leave.
What we're practicing this week is not just how to play, but how to teach other people.
The next 3 days is about having fun. It's about coming out of your shell, not being shy, and encouraging everyone to have a good time through playing basketball. It's really hard to do these sorts of trips because, I come from a world where materialistic values are the norm. And you come to somewhere like this and life is really hard. These people are living in rudimentary shacks on a beach with very limited access to water, hygiene and resources. One of the guys I found out about he's had a pressure sore for 3 years. He lives on top of a rubbish dump. Let's go, hustle, 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 run, run, run. I just think there should be something done about that. Okay, so we go, channel, pass the ball. I've only been doing this a short time, so what I've learned in that short time is that making a difference can only happen a little bit at a time. You'd go crazy if you wanted to conquer Rome in a day. David, talking. Call the names. Frederick. Yo, David.
This is one of David's first experiences playing sport from a wheelchair.
Come on. Bounce pass.
The goal is to teach him how to be a coach. It's clear that next week will be a challenge for him.
David is very low on confidence. He's just a mellow guy, and this is uncomfortable for him.
Come on. Make sure you call. Speak up. Throw the ball. Turn your chair. Come on. Okay, who's ready? Let's go. Hustle. Look alive. You can't just sit there. You've got to be active.
The able-bodied participants are definitely out of their shell and they're jumping around the place full of confidence, but the participants here living with disability, they're still very shy. And I'm thinking that maybe they get a whole lot done for them. I'm thinking that they rely on other people for everything. And so they've almost lost the ability to push themselves and to figure stuff out for themselves, and almost resigned to the fact that this is their lot in life, this is what they're going to have to live with, and, just grin and bear it kind of thing.
You've got to be active, okay, and talk.
Maybe a different thing.
Talking.
I'm really trying to encourage people to use their voice. A lot of the guys and girls just sat there. It's like, come on, you gotta get moving, you gotta get some energy, you gotta start talking and shouting, because that sort of motion will give energy and it will empower someone.
To get a real outcome, we need to push these guys hard, delivering a whole lot of information and training sessions.
Time for one space, wake up.
And that means early starts for everyone.
Go away. Too early.
Sleep early, wake up early.
Yeah.
Good. 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb.
The last thing we want is for anybody to be injured, so health and safety comes first.
Okay, so say you have one tyre over here that blows, it's broken. Can we play in this chair? No. Very good, not safe.
Okay.
For me, an unavoidable topic is leg spasms.
And sometimes we will spasm.
Special leg.
Yeah. It's a miracle. Some people have really bad spasm, and their back will go locked. It's very strong. You have to break it. The best way to break it is pick up behind the knee.
I'm paralysed from the chest down, and leg spasms happen each time I move from my chair.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, Joel.
Hold him. Up on.
And this one?
Another one.
It's okay.
I can't control my body temperature, and it's taken a huge toll on me. I don't sweat, and I just die with this heat.
Don't want to be here right now. And the frustrating thing is that, can I go back to my room, because my room's even hotter than what it is? Can't lie down because there's no point. I'm so uncomfortable right now. And I'm soaked. Like my shirt's soaked, my pants are soaked. I'm just getting no relief. And I think it's more of a mental thing. So I'm just working on that right now, trying to put on the smiley face.
These guys need to be inspired and understand that wheelchair sport and Paralympic sport is huge around the world. So I show them my former team, the New Zealand Wheel Blacks, in action.
For me, an able guy to see that kind of sports, it seems so scary.
It's too dangerous because everybody have to bang each other.
Yes, it's very dangerous. You need a lot of training. There's no role models here. There's no one here for disabled people to look up to, but there's no one with a disability here that the able-bodied community here can recognise and respect as well.
People might be wondering why we're doing a basketball program and inviting a rugby player along. And that's a good question to ask. And the point is that it doesn't matter about the sport because we're using sport for a purpose. So our focus is more on the development outcomes. And Curtis has been a fantastic advocate here at this training. People will listen to what he has to say in a different way that they'll listen to me.
The one thing that I loved most in the whole world was to play rugby. And I was very good at it. When I was 15 years old, I was playing in a grand final, the last game of the season, in a rugby league match. And I broke my neck. When I was in my rehab, learning to live, my life from a wheelchair, they introduced me to sport straight away. And immediately it was like, wow, this is me. This is what's going to help improve my life. What's important is the way that we deal with challenge. And I didn't let anything get in my way.
Ever since David lost his leg, he refuses to be seen in public. So I thought a trip to downtown Honiara would be a good challenge. My first hurdle was getting David out of the car.
We'll just go along there for a little bit.
Me fright too, because miss many people, because I think first time, because I never do this time before, because so we staying at home all the time, you know.
Yeah, now I'll be with you the whole time.
There's a lot of people, maybe they look for me, but hemorrhage, me trying. So other time we get the sick, so people don't think about me. So no need to come and, hey, how? Oh, sorry. But no, man, no, hard.
Nelson, you can help him?
Honiara is a really hard place to get around in a wheelchair.
Tilt him back.
You hold it. Yeah.
That's it. Now lift. That's it. Okay?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go this way.
Having spent so much time at home, David appears to have very few wheelchair skills.
Pretty hard?
Yeah.
Hard to push?
Yeah.
This is the kind of challenge he needs. If he's going to have any success building up his self-confidence.
Too hard.
How long has it been since you've been on the streets of Honiara?
2007.
That's 6 years?
Yeah.
So since you had your legs amputated?
Yeah, 6 years and out here in the town.
You're not coming?
Yeah.
He's got to get comfortable with people staring at him.
You're going to cross the road, yeah?
All right. It's too hard.
How are you going to do that?
Is there anyone to help?
You're going to ask someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell him what to do?
Think. Yeah. Tane. What's it? Yeah. 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 Go straight. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
After watching David struggle to get around Honiara, I wondered what it was like for him at home. David's village, Aikarfor, is just half an hour away from the centre of town. The only road that gets there runs through a river. And David's house is at the top of a hill.
Okay, go. Move.
He gets to do this every day. Well, he doesn't do it every day because he doesn't leave his house. Yeah. I can see why now he doesn't leave his house. You don't want to be doing that very much.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Carry all the time. Yeah.
That's too difficult, huh, in a wheelchair? Mm-hmm. Do you think my life is much different to yours?
No, I think maybe your life is easy to you. Yeah.
My life is easy?
Yeah. Maybe the kitchen, they may be big and yeah. So what lot of things we have to do, yeah. Maybe water in the house or something like that, yeah. They're easy to you.
Yeah.
So,
easy for me.
yeah, easy to, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot easier for me.
Yes.
Today was interesting, you know, hearing about you being a little bit afraid of going into town and worried about what people think of you.
Yeah.
You know, when they see you.
Yeah.
And I've been in a wheelchair for nearly 21 years, and when I first broke my neck, it wasn't the physical side of my injury that was hardest to deal with. It was the mental side of it. I was worried about what people thought of me. I was worried about my self-image and what I looked like. And when certain friends moved on and I didn't see them much anymore, I thought they'd left me because of what I looked like. And that's just what was going on in my head. It took a long time to get used to it, you know, and I had to force myself to get out.
Yeah. So me too, sometimes, yeah, how me think, yeah?
Yeah.
Or because we come able, yeah?
Yeah.
So we same, yeah? Because how we think the people maybe the surprise of me, yeah? My middle things we think I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk to them?
Yeah, I don't want to talk.
So you stay here?
Yeah.
You hide away?
I hide away every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
When people look at me, I smile?
Yeah, I smile. Yeah, you smile. We chat today, down.
Yeah.
Down. Yeah. So I want to know them to say, oh, hello.
Yeah.
No. Because we're ashamed.
You're ashamed?
Yeah.
So are you going to do that again, maybe another time?
Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what we call a breakthrough. You just made a really big step. I want wheelchairs on this side, walkers on this side.
After seeing the progress David's making, I asked him and Francis to divide the group into 2 teams.
Was that a shell just breaking?
David doesn't know this, but I've told everyone to be really naughty to see how he will react.
Hey!
I think that's the loudest I've heard you two shout this whole time. I did notice, David, at one section when people weren't listening to him, you just ran them out of the way. Okay, after that practice of coaching, do you feel very good about being a coach? Do you want to be a coach?
Yeah.
Not bad, hey? It's pretty good.
I think become a popular for coach man now, yeah?
Now that I've got the group to be more vocal, I think they're ready to share some of their own stories.
But I go me laws, board doors. Go me come kasem law area to kind work something.
It's amazing to see the relationships that are starting to form.
At the start, it was wheelchairs over here, you know, walkers over this way kind of thing, and at lunch times it was, you know, sticking to your own group. But lunchtime and morning tea time now, it's quite different. Everyone's mingling and talking and shooting the shit, you know, it's really nice to see.
My name is David. So, time me good. So, me now facing some of the challenge, yeah. Time me good. So, me must try my best for me independence, for what me doing for. I am at maybe a little bit work or maybe something because I have no more something me.
The more these guys tell their story, the more the able-bodied participants go, Oh, I think I can help you there.
Bremer Obana is one of those able-bodied participants who's taken a special interest in working with David.
People like to help people more. And with this course, with this program, like I want to go out and like touch other people with disabilities so that they can. Oh, and also interested in basketball. So maybe we also always visit, follow wheelchair follow-up, so maybe I'll be visiting a lot.
So don't wait for him to visit. Get his number. Call him. Maybe you can coach him some boxing and you can help him find a job and get some exercise, okay? It's just like dating. You get his number, you get his number. Don't wait for his call, you call him, okay?
It's been a big week, but I think everyone is finally ready to put into practice what they've learnt.
We are at the multi-purpose hall in the middle of Honiara, getting ready for the practical session this morning.
David and his team are going to run a wheelchair basketball game for a group of local able-bodied students.
On full body, go. So
David's in charge of the warm-up session.
You push him back, so this one more, yeah. 1, 2, 3, okay. So hem nog wat stress probleem hier. Yeah.
Now it's time for the game. Bremer has been given the role of referee and David is one of the coaches.
Okay. No, don't quite normal. Time me for the pass. You will talk. Run, follow, run. Oh, outside. Go. Pass. Come on.
Today, you know, was a great day with our coaches. They really stood up, and I think we saw some changes in people's lives. People have got more confidence, and David today showed that.
Run, follow, run. Oh!
I don't think that would have happened if it wasn't for Sport Matters and the last few days that David's had.
Sport where me go to him borrow helping me for how me community with Okata, and making me feel confident for this all what me for doing, play basketball, and to some for referee, so he making me no fright too, because him not easy first time, but go me play and me do him stuck or something, maybe stuck skills, yeah. So he making me thinking and what something when me got him me up. So he me different from before calm.
See you, buddy. Take it easy, eh? Be safe. Bye, Janet. Take it easy, eh? So you got David's number? Bremer?
Not yet, I'm going to give him mine.
So you're going to give David your number?
Yeah. So David is my contact number. Yeah.
Thanks.
You can call me anytime you need help.
Yeah.
And I can call you anytime I need your help too.
Thank
you. Bye, guys. See you later.
This week we've encouraged people to see themselves as leaders. We've produced coaches so that empowerment through sport continues. Now I'm totally convinced that the little things can make a huge difference. While I love what I'm doing here, the heat is just too tough for my body. I'm not sure if I could handle this again.
What I'd really like to focus on is making more of a difference locally, at home, and that way I can conserve my energy and give it everything that I've got.
We took David home to his village and he immediately started teaching the local children basketball skills.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It looks like this camp might have transformed more than just David's life. I'm leaving the Solomon Islands wanting to do more to help the people I've met here, especially now that I've experienced firsthand how tough it is to live in this place. But there is only so much we can do in a week, and the poor living conditions and lack of support for disabilities won't be fixed overnight.
Thank you very much, David,
you.
for your hospitality.
Yeah.
Yeah, letting me sleep on the floor.
Thank you, kiddies, for helping us. Yeah, you can help me. So I hear you talk here. So I continue to what you told me that I do. So thank you for you two kids. I thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can really see the changes in David. This program has encouraged people to help themselves and be the ones to create the change. I'm really looking forward to hearing what David does next.
Yeah, bye. Bye. Kare gonna to ya.